All right, I'm doing an update on my 2020 Can-Am Commander Maverick Max. My last video, I kind of went over everything that I've kind of added to this. So if you want to know what kind of tires and rims and everything I put on this and sizes, it's in the previous video. But I did state in there that I did collapse my suspension as much as I possibly could to make sure that there was no rubbing. But in the real world, I did rub quite a bit. So I did kind of push some plastic in. It's kind of helped a little bit. But 32s do rub in the real world. And rub kind of hard in certain places. But other than that, I haven't had any issues with these tires. They've been great. They've had enough traction and everything. So I can't complain about them. They're holding up really well. I do have quite a bit of pavement time on these. And this is probably 100 miles on these tires. And they still look brand new. Probably 40 of that is on asphalt. You can see right there, I tried to push the plastic in. Not a great job of doing it, but I'm going to go back and try to make that look a little bit nicer. I did finally get a tablet to put in here. I just went with the Amazon cheap tablet. It's an 8-inch. It's the Fire 8, I think. Not the greatest tablet, but it was only $60, so it's worth putting in here, and if it gets ruined, it's not that much money. I do have my rear view camera hooked up to that. It's a wireless camera, and I have music on there, and I also have a GPS, a dual GPS chip, and so it does have my maps on there. So I do have Gaia maps, so it does my music, Gaia maps, and my reverse camera, so that's kind of cool. And I did just get a little Bluetooth speaker. Not the greatest, but it works, and it actually fits right there really nice in these Maxes. I just put some elastic straps around it, and it holds it just fine. And everybody can hear out of the one speaker, so it works out really well. About 40 miles an hour, you really can't hear it, but most machines are the same way. About 40 miles an hour, just the vehicle gets too loud. I did just add this rack here. Bed extender is what they call it. Just gives me a little more room in the bed to put some things in, more tie down spots. Really pretty slick. It just slides in right here, no drilling, no nothing. And then right here is just the link system that Can-Am has. So really nice, really clean setup. The tires, I was talking about how they take away some power because they're bigger than the stock tires. Honestly, I haven't noticed it really that much. There's not been anywhere where I was like, dang, these tires have really lagged me down. I've done some sand dunes. I've done dirt trails, rocky trails. We went to a place called Little Moab that has some slick rock, and you know, they worked just fine. The machine did just fine. I didn't really see a need to do any power updates to it yet, so I'm just running everything stock still, and it really seems to be handling it really well. So I think that's really it for the update review. If there's anything you guys want to know more about, please let me know in the comments, and I will get back to you, or I'll just make a whole video on whatever you want to see or any questions you have. But still a great machine. I love it. The looks, you know, it's looking a lot better to me. When I first bought it and had the 27s, I wasn't a huge fan of the look, but it was exactly what I needed for my family. But putting on these bigger tires really made this machine look a lot more aggressive, and I really like the look of it now. Even when I see it against Razors and X3s, I still think it's a good looking machine. So anyways, till next time.